Today we're going to be benchmarking a HD5770 in various modern games to see how this GPU, originally released in 2009, holds up in 2025. Here we've got the HD5770 released on October the 13th, 2009. It's paired with 1GB of GDDR5 memory. It's running on the Terascale 2 architecture, built on a 40nm process. It has 40 TMUs and 16 ROPs, and it originally released for $159 or £121. In terms of performance, it's about on par with the last card we benchmarked, the GTX 550 Ti, except the HD5770 uses slightly less power than the 550 Ti. Driver support ended in 2015, but it has very good operating system support from the latest version of Windows 10 all the way back to Windows XP. There's only one of these IceQ models for sale as of recording, but they can be had for around £15 to £30 on eBay. But this one I've got was given to me by a friend. Let's see how it handles some games. First game we're going to be benchmarking is GTA 5 running at 1080p normal settings with an average of 38 FPS, 1% lows of 18 and 0.1% lows of 11. It didn't run too bad, but if you turn down the resolution you'd be getting a lot more. I didn't record it, but I ran it at 300p and we got 80 to 90 frames, and also in 4K we were getting around 14 frames. It's overall playable on the HD5770. Next up we've got Counter-Strike 2 running at 720p low settings with an average of 27 FPS, 1% lows of 4 and 0.1% lows of 1. It weren't playable at all in my opinion. Molotovs and smoke would bring the game to a halt. Even if we dropped the resolution, it didn't make a noticeable difference. It's a shame that it doesn't run good on these old cards anymore. Here we've got BeamNG Drive running at 720p low settings with an average of 22 FPS, 1% lows of 18 and 0.1% lows of 15. Despite the low FPS, I found it to be very playable. The input delay was low and frame times were good. Your FPS will be higher if you go into a less intensive map. Overall quite good considering the age of this card. Next game we're going to be testing is Skyrim running at 720p low with an average of 51 and 1% lows of 16 and a 0.1% low of 15. The frames will get lower when you're out in the open, but if you're in a closed space like a town or inside, it will be higher. Very playable on this card. Next we've got The Sims 4 running at 1080p high settings, and this game runs very good on this card regardless of the settings or resolution. The recording is at 720p 30, so it doesn't look great in person, but it's very smooth and sharp looking. We're running an average of 52 FPS, 1% lows of 14 and 0.1% lows of 4. Very playable even on this 16-year-old GPU. Here we've got Farming Simulator 22 running at 720p at low settings with an average of 24 FPS, 1% lows of 4 and 0.1% lows of 2. If you were facing towards lots of vehicles, the FPS would drop, but out in the open it doesn't run too bad. Overall it's just about playable on this card. Here we've got Euro Truck Simulator 2 running at 1366 by 768 resolution at medium settings with an average of 40 frames, 1% lows of 16 and 0.1% lows of 3. You could probably get it to run better if you played with the settings a bit, but the settings we've got running here, it runs pretty good on this card. Next up we've got Team Fortress 2 running at 1080p high settings with an average of 98, 1% lows of 24 and 0.1% lows of 7. We were seeing highs of 170ish frames, so TF2 runs very good on this card. Last but not least we've got City Skylines 1 running at 1080p low settings with an average of 40 frames, 1% lows of 11 and 0.1% lows of 2. This game is well known to be quite hard to run, but it runs quite good here. So that was the HD5770 from 2009, benchmarked in 2025. I wouldn't recommend it for modern gaming nowadays, but it's a very good card with full Windows XP support. So if you had a retro gaming rig, then this is a good card that you could throw in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.